Welcome to your daily focus for November the 20th, 2019. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. A little bit of an update on Mom. She's doing fabulous. Thank you for the miracle. For all of you who have and continue to send my mom healing energy. She can sit in her wheelchair and take a couple of steps, like pulling the wheelchair. And then the one day she got a little feisty. So she said that, she says, I want to go home. And they said, well, you can't because you can't walk yet. She goes, I can walk. So they closed the door. And she stood up and she took a couple of steps. So the miracles are still happening for my mom. So thank you. I guess her room looks like a shrine almost with the amount of cards and flowers. So everybody's showing their complete love for her. It's just amazing. So numerology of today, well, it is the 20th. So we want to stand in that Superman pose, don't we? We want to stand with our hands on our hips and look upwards and feel that cape floating in the wind and see your day unfolding before your eyes, or see that goal and how you're stepping into it. And give yourself 5 minutes, and I want you to do 5 minutes. Set a little timer, and at first 5 minutes is going to seem like 20 years, but do 5 minutes. And imagine things going with a sense of ease, with a flow, with a harmony, with a joy. Now, the numerology of the day is a 16. The 16 is our Tower card. 1 plus 6 is 7. And that's really about standing in our truth. Pulling back a little bit and standing in our truth. So the Tower card never comes in. That kind of energy, the 16 energy, doesn't come in to hurt you. It comes in to help you, to move you in a certain direction. Maybe taking away or completing something that needs to be addressed in our lives. And we haven't been looking at it. I mean, we have Mercury going stationary direct today, I believe. So we'll still be in the shadow of Mercury retrograde, though. So, but where we've been having communication problems and breakdowns and hurdles in our life, we're going to get a little bit more of an ease to all of that. We're going to be able to communicate better to each other and really say what we've been trying to say over probably the last couple of weeks. So the Tower card, the 16 energy, does come to tear away, tear down, get rid of, turn it to rubble, the thing that may be actually standing in your way of going forward. So it's not so much what happens to you in life, it's how you react to it. And so take a step back, stand in your truth, understand the situation for what it is, or the circumstance, or the environment, or maybe your inner emotions. We have the sun in Scorpio for another couple of days. Sun in Scorpio, digging deep for the truth, wanting truth, black and white, wanting answers, wanting clarity. Very much it is the mystic in you. That raw empowerment, that core being that you are, and tapping into that. Utilizing that. Moon is in Virgo. So Virgo is very good for a full moon energy around us because completion. It's a good day to clean out the cupboards and reorganize the closets and reorganize a room and get rid of the clutter. Get rid of the clutter that surrounds us in our environment. Make it cleaner, crisper. Don't allow the what did they say? A cluttered desk is a cluttered mind. But if you ask anybody with a cluttered desk for a piece of paper, they may go, oh yeah, it's in this pile here, and they dig down and boom, out it comes. And so with Mercury retrograde, I would hold off on making any major decisions just of yet. Know that we have the star card energy. Tomorrow we'll have the 17. That'll follow the 16, of course. So we may see where we can make the impossible possible. So we might sign up for something today that actually hinders our path in some way, although we think that we're moving forward. So just if you can hold off on the decision for even 24 hours, it would probably be very, very wise. Sometimes we can't, but most times we can. We have strong energy day. We have the tower coming out. Oh my goodness. It is that kind of day where we'll be challenged in some way on something that we have been neglecting, not looking at, something that we need to complete in our life, move past, end. This is definitely a day where we can have some barriers fall down in our life, some walls fall down in our life. Remember, take a step back. So this card really resonates with the numerology energy of the day, doesn't it? Take a step back, stand in your truth. Understand where you have control of the situation and where you don't. Be grounded in your thought process of how you want to move forward. And like I said, with Mercury going stationary direct today, you want to maybe postpone any firm decisions. So it's good to take that step back. Remember, the 7 is the Chariot. We have the Knight of Wands. It's a day to stop. It's a day of giving gratitude for what you have in your life, where you are in your life, what surrounds you in your life. Be grateful for you, that you're breathing, that you're alive, that you can challenge each day any way you want, that you have the capacity, the means. Give thanks for the things in your past. And yes, some of the challenges that you went through, because those challenges were there to make you strong, to make you unique, to make you flourish, to make you be able to step into a path of success down the road. And that might be tomorrow, that might be today. But before we jump up onto our stallion and ride off on our quest into our tomorrow, we also want to ask for safe passage forward, for security, to have our angels, our spirit guides, God, an eye watching us, keeping us on the straight and narrow path rather than the meandering one we can sometimes get on. And we have the Magician. Wow, the Tower and the Magician. Yeah, we're headed towards the star energy, so we might as well start thinking today on what we think is impossible and how we can make it possible in our life. What do we need to tear down in our life? Where do we need to dissipate some kind of energy in our environment, in our situations, in our relationships, in our health and well-being? Maybe we're not taking care of ourselves as well as we should. Maybe we're not giving anything to the community, giving back. So if that's the case, then plan a day of paying it forward. Watch how good you feel by the end of it too. Take note of it. The Magician is here to grant you your wish, to make the dream, the thought, tangible, to manifest it in your life. So it's a beautiful, strong energy for us. Go with the flow. Absolutely go with the flow. Don't try and fight situations that come up. Try to understand it, what it's trying to teach you, the lesson you need to take away from it. And the lesson may be where you want to go and try and fix and and it's not for you to fix, it's for somebody else to fix, where you have to take a step back. And when you take that step back and you don't put your focus on somebody else's agenda, all of a sudden the focus can be on your agenda going forward. Let's get our well-being cards out here. So I think it's strong, beautiful energy for ourselves today. I think it's one more of thought. You know, do some new moon affirmations with the magician there at the end. Absolutely. I do have a video. I have the link probably in a box somewhere, wherever the box shows up for you. It's about 10 minutes long. It gives you just affirmation after affirmation. You can play it every day, and thank you for that. But I would ask you to get a piece of paper and a pen and write down a couple of things for you to stay on a regular basis. You know, I was sharing with everybody yesterday about my earrings. One says worthy and one says brave. And every day when I put them on, I am worthy, I am brave. And when I take them off, I am worthy and I am brave. And so I say it, at least twice a day when I wear these earrings. So do you have a sticky note up? Like, what do you do in order to bring it to the front and center about being grateful about you and who you are and standing in your truth? I'm not sure where that came from, but somebody needed to hear it. Your angels are talking. Look at this. I want to feel good. I want to feel good. Today, no matter where I am going, no matter what I am doing, no matter who I am doing it with, it is my dominant intention to see which I am wanting to see. So you want to feel good, so create the situation. Stand in that Superman pose and see yourself having a day of harmony and joy. Even under the worst of situations, it can always be just a little bit better, a little easier of a road to walk, no matter how hard that road is at the present time. So look for the joy, look for the happiness. There's been a lot over the last week and a half about recognizing joy in your life and where the joy is and where the joy needs to be in your life. So as we walk towards that new moon, and we are in this full moon energy, we can also dissipate what no longer brings us happiness and joy. You know, you might have bought a knick-knack once upon a time. It made you smile at the time. You put it up on a shelf, and yeah, every time you look at it, it smiles. But now it's just something you got to dust, right? So maybe if you gave it to a charity, they would give it to somebody else or sell it to raise money to do other things for families or the environment. And somebody sees it, and it made them smile. So they go and they take it home and they put it on the shelf. And they'll probably look at it from time to time and smile at it. And eventually, hopefully, it will get recycled once more and bring another smile to somebody else. And that's a beautiful way of paying it forward. Let's see what our animals have to say. New beginnings. Yeah. I was wondering why I'm bringing up the new moon, but it's because we are working towards the energy of the new moon. So what does the robin have to tell us? It's going to be a while before I see a robin around our house. But, they come every spring. And it's the talk of the town when somebody sees a robin at the very beginning of the year, right? They come in like March or April, and I saw a robin. Spring's on its way. They're back. New beginnings. Cleansing, newness, grateful, promise, and new birth. You cannot climb a mountain if you will not risk a fall. And sometimes that's standing in your truth. Sometimes that's the Tower card coming in and saying, what are you going to do about it? Robin tells you it's now time to pull yourself from the sludge of the past. Wipe yourself clean. Mend the wounds and scratches that occurred throughout your journey. Your angels and guides will be on hand to help. It's a great day to offer your gratitude for what you do have and knowing that you won't be let down if you ask for it, if you believe it's going to come, if you expect it. So ask, believe, and expect that changes can and will occur in your life. There is an everything happens for a reason thinking, even during painful experiences. But loss always evolves into a gain of some kind. Have you ever experienced a passing only to hear the announcement of a pregnancy or birth? Or broken up with somebody to start dating someone so much more compatible for you that you wondered what you saw in the past person? The death of situations. Tower card once again. The 16 energy. I love how all the cards speak the same message. A promise of birth and new beginnings. If you can see through the clouds of despair, emotion is truly energy in motion. And since everything is energy, whether it's money, love, work, the universe feels the vibration changing in your thoughts, and it can change it into a wonderful thing if you allow it to do so. Robins always come back to the same place each springtime. It's nature's way. Robin may be telling you that you need to review your childhood to see what you have stored away deep within your soul, to see if there is forgiveness that needs to take place, or maybe you need to look up an old childhood friend. So, I recently was talking to a young man, and I said, was there any kind of violence or something in your early years? Because I was kind of just playing with the astrology, and I'm not good at astrology, right? I'm sitting there with this stupid little wheel and looking at it, and I don't get a lot of it, but I do get some of it. So I just let my guides and my angels tell me where I need to look and just give him a little blurb. And he goes, oh, nothing. And then he started talking about how he was a little afraid of his dad because his dad was a little loud and very loud and verbal and scary in how when he got angry. And I said, well, that would be what I was talking about. And he was like, oh, nice, get out of my head. So, by sometimes the way we have remembered the situation, we don't see it as a traumatic event. So, sit in quiet and see if something comes in. Maybe it was last week something was said to you. Maybe it was when you were 5. I was listening to something on, I think it was YouTube, and he says after 3 months, now we have memories of what has happened to us, even if we can't remember them. Anyways, I should let you go. So for all those that need to go, remember, I do love you. For some of you that I can reach out to, somebody told me a story of a young girl. She's 21. Her name is Demi. She was found unconscious. They found lesions in her brain. She was in a coma. She woke up. She's back in the coma. If you could send healing to Demi, I don't know who Demi is, but and please use my page to ask for healing, maybe for yourself or for somebody that you love, so that the energy that we can create together as a community is exceptional. So if you I'm asking, but if you ask, I will definitely put them on my prayer list as well. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.